Who really runs Hollywood? The stars you see, or the families pulling strings behind the scenes? From bloodlines that built billion-dollar empires to dynasties that shaped cinema history, these 10 families hold more power than you think. And the number 1, it rewrote Hollywood itself. Number 10, the Wayans Family. When it comes to Hollywood dynasties, the Wayans family has built an empire on laughter. It all began with Keenan Ivory Wayans, who created In Living Color, a show that launched careers and redefined sketch comedy. But it didn't stop there. Damon, Sean, Marlon, and Kim Wayans followed with their own hits, Scary Movie, White Chicks, My Wife and Kids, and more. They don't just act, they write, direct, and produce, often working together to keep everything in the family. Their style of comedy is bold, unapologetic, and influential. What's even more impressive, over 40 members of the Wayans family have worked in entertainment. That's not just talent, it's a comedy dynasty in full force. And next, we go from punchlines to prestige, straight into a European family that's conquered Hollywood, one genre at a time. Number 9, the Scarsgard Family. They may be from Sweden, but the Skarsgards have made themselves right at home in Hollywood. It started with Stellan Skarsgård, whose unforgettable roles in Good Will Hunting, Mamma Mia, and the Marvel Universe earned him global respect. But it didn't stop with him. His sons, Alexander, Bill, Gustav, and Walter, each took a different path to stardom. Alexander became a fan favorite in True Blood and Big Little Lies. Bill turned horror upside down as Pennywise in it, and Gustav brought intensity to Vikings. Their range is unmatched. Whether it's drama, horror, fantasy, or romance, there's a Skarsgård in it, and they always deliver. Together, they're not just a talented family, they're an international acting powerhouse. Up next, a Hollywood clan that mixes romance, action, and old-school charm. And yes, their legacy stretches across 3 generations. Number 8, the Hudson Russell Family. Some families inherit money. This one inherited star power. It all began with Goldie Hawn, America's bubbly sweetheart of the 70s and 80s, who charmed audiences in hits like Overboard and Private Benjamin. Then came Kurt Russell, the action star who became her lifelong partner, on and off the screen. Their kids didn't fall far from the spotlight. Kate Hudson earned a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination for Almost Famous. Oliver Hudson starred in Rules of Engagement and Nashville. And Wyatt Russell brought his talent to the Marvel Universe as U.S. agent in The Falcon and The Winter Soldier. This family blends charisma, comedy, and action like no other. And they've done it across 3 generations, without scandals, meltdowns, or media drama. But coming up next is a family just as famous, only their journey is filled with wild success, public downfall, and a name that carries both fame and controversy. Number 7, the Sheens Family. This Hollywood legacy is a tale of brilliance, rebellion, and resilience. It started with Martin Sheen, whose powerful roles in films like Apocalypse Now and TV hits like The West Wing made him a household name. But his sons took 2 very different paths. Emilio Estevez rose as a Brat Pack icon in The Breakfast Club and Street Elmo's Fire, then became a family-friendly legend with the Mighty Ducks. Meanwhile, Charlie Sheen rocketed to fame in Platoon, 2.5 Men, and a lot of headlines. From TV's highest-paid actor to public meltdown, Charlie's career took a nosedive during one of the most chaotic spirals in entertainment history. Yet through all the highs and lows, the Sheen Estevez name remains unforgettable. And now, we step into Hollywood royalty so old, it predates movies themselves. A family that practically invented the idea of fame. Number 6, the Barrymore Family. Long before influencers and paparazzi, there was the Barrymore Family, America's first acting dynasty. Their roots go all the way back to the 1800s, dominating Broadway and early silent films before Hollywood even had sound. John Lionel and Ethel Barrymore were household names in the golden age of cinema, starring in classics like Grand Hotel and It's a Wonderful Life. But it was Drew Barrymore who brought the name into the modern era, stealing hearts in E.T. at just 7 years old and later becoming a rom-com queen in the 2000s. Despite a rocky childhood, Drew reinvented herself as an actress, producer, and talk show host. making the Barrymore legacy feel just as relevant today as it was a century ago. But while the Barrymores shaped storytelling on screen, the next family built the companies that own the screen. Number 5. The Redstone Family. If Hollywood had a boardroom throne, the Redstones would be sitting on it. This family didn't just appear on screens, they controlled the companies that put people on screens. Sumner Redstone was the mastermind behind Viacom, the media giant that came to own Paramount Pictures, CBS, MTV, BET, and Comedy Central. At his peak, he oversaw content consumed by billions across the globe. His daughter, Sherry Redstone, now runs Paramount Global, steering the company through the streaming wars and keeping the Redstone name deeply embedded in entertainment power circles. Unlike other families, they didn't build fame through performances, but through ownership. And speaking of modern empires, the next family on our list turned viral moments into a billion-dollar reality. Number 4. The Smith Family. The Smiths are more than just a famous family. They're a multimedia force. It began with Will Smith, who went from Fresh Prince to global box office legend with hits like Men in Black, I Am Legend, and King Richard. Jada Pinkett Smith brought her own star power with films like The Matrix and her hit series Red Table Talk. Together, they raised two of Hollywood's most unconventional stars, Jaden and Willow. Jaden starred alongside his dad in The Pursuit of Happiness and even launched a music and fashion career. Willow went viral at 10 with Whip My Hair and hasn't slowed down since. The family has dominated music, film, fashion, and even social media, constantly evolving with each new platform. Whether praised or criticized, the Smiths always stay in the spotlight. And next, the original influencers, the family that turned luxury, fame, and scandal into a global brand, before social media even had hashtags. Number 3. The Hilton Family. Before Kardashians ruled Instagram, the Hiltons defined what it meant to be famous for being famous. It all started with Conrad Hilton, founder of the Hilton Hotels empire. But it was his granddaughter, Paris Hilton, who turned the family name into pop culture gold. Paris became a reality TV icon with A Simple Life, launched global fashion lines, released a hit single, and basically invented the influencer blueprint. Her sister, Nikki Hilton, carved her niche in fashion and married into the Rothschilds, linking two billionaire dynasties. Paris turned That's Hot into a trademark and built a business empire with perfumes, DJ gigs, and brand deals. Long before TikTok stars had brand managers, Paris was a one-woman PR machine. But if Paris started the influencer era, the next family on our list turned it into an unstoppable billion-dollar empire. You already know their name, but you've never seen their story told like this. Number 2. The Kardashian-Jenner Family. Love them or hate them, the Kardashians didn't just play the fame game, they rewrote the rules. It started with Kim Kardashian's viral rise, but behind it all was Kris Jenner, the mastermind who turned family drama into a billion-dollar franchise. Keeping Up with the Kardashians ran for 20 seasons, spawning spin-offs, headlines, and some of the most viral pop culture moments in internet history. Kim turned into a fashion icon and Sex Guyana CEO. Kylie launched Kelly Cosmetics and became one of the youngest billionaires ever, while Kendall took over the fashion world as a top supermodel. Even Rob, Khloe, and Kourtney built massive followings in business ventures. From beauty brands to shapewear, tequila to mobile games, this family has turned personal branding into an art form. But for all their influence, there's still one family in Hollywood with deeper roots, higher respect, and a legacy built not on reality, but on cinema itself. Number 1. The Coppola Family. When it comes to Hollywood royalty, no name carries more weight than Coppola. Francis Ford Coppola changed filmmaking forever with The Godfather trilogy and Apocalypse Now, two of the most iconic films ever made. But this legacy didn't stop with him. His daughter Sofia Coppola became an Oscar-winning director with Lost in Translation. His sister, Talia Shire, starred in Rocky and The Godfather. His nephew? None other than Nicolas Cage, who won an Academy Award and headlined countless blockbusters. And then there's Jason Schwartzman, another family member dominating indie film and TV. The Coppolas have won Oscars, redefined genres, and inspired generations of filmmakers. Across decades, their influence continues to shape what cinema means around the world. This isn't just a Hollywood family, it's a filmmaking dynasty. And that's why, when it comes to power, legacy, and impact, the Coppolas sit at the very top. In a town where fame fades fast, these families prove that legacy is the real power move. From comedy empires to cinematic royalty, they didn't just survive Hollywood, they defined it. Which family impressed you the most? Hit that like button, subscribe for more Hollywood deep dives, share this video, and drop your favorite dynasty in the comments below.